Two Manitoba sports psychologists think the Winnipeg Jets still have a shot at being successful in their quest to take home the Stanley Cup despite a 2-1 loss Wednesday to the St. Louis Blues and a habit of failing to hold on to a lead after two periods. It's hard to know whether there's any particular factors contributing to it, said Cal Botterill, a retired sports psychologist who still does work with athletes. Botterill said it's possible the Jets' trouble is from their own great success last year when the team made history getting to the Western Conference Final. The team's loss Wednesday was the 10th time this season they have been defeated after entering the third period with a lead. Only one other team in the NHL has blown more leads in the final 20 minutes. I think that the team had a real successful run last year, and when you do, whether you know it or not, you're a little protective, he said. You know, you want to make sure you don't lose, you don't play poorly. And so that has the opposite effect, usually on your play. You know, you're not quite as assertive, you're not quite as confident or whatever. Adrian Leslie Too Good, director of sports psychology at the Canadian Sports Centre Manitoba, said only Jets insiders know what's really going on. Winnipeg Jets center Par Lindholm, 22, steals the puck from St. Louis Blues center Tyler Bozak, 21, during second period NHL playoff action in Winnipeg on Wednesday, April 10, 2019. John Woods, Canadian Press, she agreed it's too hard to pinpoint what could be causing the team to struggle during the third period. There's lots you can control, there's lots you can't control, she said. I know that. They're doing a lot of work probably behind the scenes, and they're doing whatever they can to ensure that they are going to be successful moving forward. Leslie Too Good said fans shouldn't be discouraged. She pointed to the Washington Capitals, which won the Stanley Cup last year, despite many challenges during their playoff run. St. Louis Blues center Tyler Bozak, 21, scores the game-winning goal on Winnipeg Jets goaltender Connor Hellebuyck, 37, as Jets defenseman Tyler Myers, 57, and Jets right wing Kevin Hayes, 12, defend during third period NHL playoff action in Winnipeg on Wednesday, April 10, 2019. John Woods, Canadian Press, the adversity that the Jets had is not necessarily a bad thing. It actually can be something that's really positive and might end up at the end of the day being something that really helps them be successful in the end. Botterill added that pressure players put on themselves can sometimes make things worse, although he and Leslie Too Good agree the players are used to it. Winnipeg Jets fans react towards St. Louis Blues center Robert Thomas, 18, after the Jets were given a penalty during second period NHL playoff action in Winnipeg on Wednesday, April 10, 2019. John Woods, Canadian Press, my advice to most clients these days is there's two things to deal with today's world. One is what's the world doing to you, and then what are you doing to yourself, he said. As soon as you say, I have to do something, two things happen to you. Number one, you're thinking some negative thoughts, you're worried about what might happen. And secondly, you end up with some tension. Botterill added it'll be important for Jets fans to stay with the team just like they did last year. They really were a big factor in last year's run, and the players really appreciate their enthusiasm and their passion and their support. And so it'll hurt us if that starts to fade. The Jets play the St. Louis Blues in Game 2 on Friday night in Winnipeg. More on the Winnipeg Jets playoff run.